Hey, welcome to Wifey Mom TV. Today we're going to talk about Fly Lady routines. So as you know, I am starting to work on the Fly Lady system. I heard about the Fly Lady system from Kimmy over at She's in Her Apron, and then I started watching A Better Life with Kat, who was a Fly Lady mentor. And one of the big things that they talk about with Fly Lady is just having daily routines that you do. Whether it's for yourself, for your kids, for your family, or whatever the case may be, just to help get you into some routines. So the first thing that I did is I created routines. I created some for myself and some for my children. And I just wanted to share with you what those look like. And I thought we would start with the before bed routine. Now this is for me. I have a separate one for my kids. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to decide what time you want to go to bed. So for me, I chose 10 p.m. and it looks like I'm going to be waking up around 5:15 in the morning because you want to be able to get up and get yourself taken care of before you start anything with the kids. That way you're not rushed and you just have a good day. So for me, my bedtime is looking like it's going to be 10:15 to 5:15 a.m. I'm going to look at my planner to see what tomorrow looks like and what's for dinner. If I'm using frozen meat for the dinner tomorrow, I'm going to put it in the fridge so it has time to thaw out overnight. I'm going to set out my clothes for tomorrow based on what I have planned for the day. I'm just going to brush my teeth, wash my face, put some moisturizer on, and put my PJs on. A lot of times I will also take a bath at night and in the morning. That's just the way I am. I love my baths and I love my showers. So sometimes I may have a bath thrown in there too, but that's going to be my basic before bed routine. My after dinner routine, so this is just going to be, this one is going to be when I'm kind of done with everything for the day and I just want to start settling down. This is going to be what I do. After we have dinner, we want to put the pots and pans in hot water after cooking and just let them soak. That way once we start washing dishes, because we do not have a dishwasher, they're going to be good and easy to just wash out. I'm going to make lunches for tomorrow, whether it's for the kids or myself, because I'm going to start taking my lunch to work. Wash dishes, wipe down the counter, wipe down the stove, wipe down the table, shine the sink, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Sweep the floor, spot mop if needed, and then fold and put away a load of laundry. So, this is meant to be quick and easy. You don't want to make any of this take a very long time. It should be quick and easy. Making lunches for tomorrow, that shouldn't take more than 10 to 15 minutes depending on who all you're making lunches for. If I'm making it for myself, I'm probably just going to take whatever we had for dinner that night and just put it into a plate while I'm serving dinner. So before I even start serving, I'll probably just go ahead and fix myself a plate, stick it in the fridge, and then go from there. My kids actually wash dishes. That is one of their chores. Occasionally I'll wash them. This week I'm off work, so I will be washing dishes just to help them out. But it is good and important for them to learn young how to take care of themselves. One day mommy won't be here anymore, and they need to know how to take care of themselves. Wipe down the counter. That doesn't need to be a long drawn out thing. You could use a Clorox wipe. You could use a washcloth. You could use paper towels, whatever you want to use, just a quick wipe down. Now, if you were cooking with raw chicken, you probably want to spend a little bit more time cleaning that up and disinfecting. But other than that, these wiping down should be just quick and easy tasks. Shining the sink, I probably will not do that every night. It will probably be a once a week process. And it's basically where you just clean out your sink, you fill it with water and a cup of Clorox, you let it sit for an hour, and then you wipe it out and scrub it good and clean. So that's shining your sink. Sweeping the floors, and again, it doesn't have to be a long drawn out process. Just sweep where you see things. If something dropped on the floor, if you have a puppy or a doggy and they eat it up, cool, you don't even have to worry about it. But if you don't have that, like me, I don't have any pets, I will just do a quick sweep over of the floor and then spot mop. I just use a Swiffer and just spot mop wherever I see something that needs to be done, and fold and put away the load of laundry, because laundry is not complete until you have actually folded it and put it away, which is an entirely new thing for me because that has not been something that I have been doing like I should. And then this is the morning routine for me. Now, these are all routines that I have just come up with, so no, I have not started them yet. This is just the plan. A lot of this stuff I already do. This is just me putting it out on paper and saying, this is my plan, and we are going to see how it goes. My plan is to wake up at 5:15. I want to make up the bed. Sometimes my husband is out of the bed. Sometimes he is not. If he is not, I will just make up my side of the bed. If he is out of the bed, I will just make up the whole bed. You know, that shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Brush my teeth. Swish and swipe the sink, and swish and swipe the toilet. That's just where you give it a quick wipe down, and the toilet's not even necessarily wiping down the whole toilet, but just taking the brush and swishing it, swishing around the inside just to make sure it stays clean. And these routines just keep your sink and your toilet nice and clean every day. So just a quick wipe down, nothing major. Take a shower, get dressed, including shoes. You want to make sure you put your shoes on. That's supposed to be, I guess, motivating for you, and just to know that you're dressed and you have your shoes on and you're ready to go. Put on some moisturizer. Then I'm going to throw a load of laundry in the washer. I'm going to throw my makeup on. I don't do super extravagant makeup, so it may take me 10-15 minutes at the most to put my makeup on. Make some quick breakfast. You guys know I'm Trim Healthy Mama, so I will be sharing what some of those breakfasts look like. Put up clean dishes. The kids will wash them. I will put them up in the mornings. What's for dinner? Again, if it's frozen, I'm going to pull it out. Usually it's just in the fridge. Devotional. I'm going to start doing my daily devotionals. I'm going to pick up a devotional book, and I'm going to start doing devotionals every day. Again, I'm going to look at my planner for the day. What do I have that I need to do? What's my top 3 most important things to take care of? I'm going to put that load of laundry in the dryer, and hopefully I'm going to be finished up by 7 a.m. to start taking care of the kids, making them breakfast so they can eat from 7 to 7:15, and then we're going to head out the door around 7:15. So that is my morning routine. Hopefully this is going to work out incredibly well. I've spent a lot of time kind of coming up with this, so that's what I'm going to do. Now let's look at the kids' morning routine. I put on here wake up at 6:30 because that's the time that they typically wake up anyway. My older daughters, the oldest two, they usually will wake up around 6, but usually around 6:30. And this is not where I'm saying you have to do this. This is just what I think is going to be a good routine for them to be in. And again, we are Christians, so I would like for them to say their morning prayers, make up their beds, and it doesn't have to be, again, a long process, just something quick and simple. Just making up the beds to get in that habit. Brush their teeth, because they should. Wash their face. Get dressed, including their shoes. If the girls wear makeup, go ahead and put that on. Comb their hair. Eat their breakfast. We usually use paper plates and cups and plastic forks. I'm so sorry if you do not like those products, but we do use those. So just toss those in the trash, or if they're not paper or plastic, just go ahead and stick them in the sink. Put their jackets on if it's cold outside. Grab their backpack and their lunch if they're taking it, and hopefully we're leaving the house by 7:15. So that is the kids' morning routine. Now going on to the kids after dinner routine. Just as soon as they're finished eating dinner, they can just throw their plate, cup, and utensils in the trash or in the sink if it's not paper, and then wash dishes if it's their night. And then kind of going down to the kids' evening routine. They have from the time school is over until 7 p.m. to do their homework and play and do whatever they want to do. But starting at 7 p.m., I would like them to clean up their zone for 15 minutes. I don't want them to do it a long time, but a good 15 minutes should be perfect. And then clean their room for 15 minutes. And I'll share the zones and what those are going to look like with us in a couple of weeks. I just want us to get our routines down. And then, because I feel like I'm going to have to tweak the zones just a little bit, because I'm looking at what I made and I'm like, we'll see how that works. But I will show you guys the zones once we get those down pat. Use the restroom, and they don't have to do this stuff in this order. This is just things that I would like for them to accomplish before they go to bed. Swish and swipe the sink and that is in their restroom if it's their night. And swish and swipe the toilet if it's their night. I am going to have them do those on certain nights, which I'll show you in just a minute. Take a bath or a shower, whichever they prefer, but they do need to do that nightly. Brush their teeth, put on their pajamas, lay out their clothes for tomorrow. We're going to do a family devotional. That may not be every single night, probably at least twice a week. And then say their prayers, and then I would like them in bed by 8:45 at night, which is actually 15 minutes later than they're used to. Excuse me. Dishes, swish and swipe schedule. So they are already on a dishwashing schedule. I'm just changing it up a bit to add my youngest son on there. And so the nights that they wash dishes will also be the nights for them to swish and swipe, just because that's going to be easiest for them to remember. So my oldest daughter, Sydney, will have dishes and swish and swipe on Sunday and Friday, JC on Monday and Saturday, Timmy on Tuesday and Thursday, and then Isaac on Wednesday. I gave him Wednesday because we don't usually have a ton of dishes on Wednesday nights, so that would be good for him, and he just likes to feel included and involved, so I thought it would be good for me to go ahead and give him a night as well. So that's what our routines are going to look like. If you are doing Fly Lady system and you already have some routines, I would absolutely love to see what you do that's different. If there's anything that you have found after you have started doing these routines that you needed to add in. You know, just because I am new to Fly Lady and I'm very excited to try this out. I'm super, super busy, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are. So I'm feeling like this is something that I need. I travel a lot. I work 40 to 55 hours, and I want to come home and hang out with the kids and spend time with them, but I also want to make sure that the house is taken care of because, it can just kind of go to the wayside. And then the next thing you know, you look around and you're like, oh my gosh, where did all this crap come from? Or why is this not clean? Or whatever the case may be. So I just thought, let me try this out. And Fly Lady, if you don't know already, it's FLY. It stands for Finally Loving Yourself. And it's just something that you do. Make sure you're taking the time for you and yourself. So that's why the morning routines are so important. Oops, sorry about that. And those the nighttime routines are so important because if you notice, a lot of that is about yourself. Let's make sure we're taking care of ourselves. So most of this stuff I'm going to have completely finished up before the kids even get out of bed. So that's just me, taking time for myself, making sure I have time to brush my teeth and get dressed and put on my makeup and put on my shoes and do my devotional and look at my planner and just do things that I want to do for myself before I have to worry about making sure the kids are up and getting dressed and doing everything they need to do. And, it's all about having that time for yourself because so many times, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, do you get up and you just feel rushed because, oh my gosh, I overslept, or I didn't get this ready, or I didn't get that ready, or oh no, I have to pack a lunch, or whatever the case may be, just because we're running behind. So, this is just meant for us to be able to get up and enjoy our day, our morning. If you're going to make coffee, you can make coffee. If you're going to drink tea, whatever you want to do for yourself, just to give yourself that time. If you want to spend a little bit of extra time on your makeup, or if whatever you want to do for you, this is the time for us to spend on ourselves. This morning routine and the evening routine. It's just about ourselves and making sure we're relaxed and spending time for ourselves, because as moms, or even just as somebody who's really busy, it can be very easy to just neglect yourself and not spend that time for yourself. So again, I hope you like this video, and if you are interested in Fly Lady, you can give this a thumbs up, and I can share more as I go along. Today I'm also going to start decluttering, which is kind of step one before you start your zone cleaning, is to declutter. So I'm going to share some of that with you guys. If you are a neat freak and kind of a mess or things like that freak you out, you may not want to watch that video because it is going to be reality. So you guys join me as I'm on this journey with Fly Lady. I am super excited to start this. And if you're just starting Fly Lady, share with me, where are you? Maybe we can start this journey together. Today I'm going to shine the sink. I'm going to declutter my kitchen, and I'm going to declutter an area downstairs and possibly the bathroom. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.